Evening folks, this is Vagrant. We are back playing Hellblade, SENUA'S Sacrifice. We are currently working on retrieving the sword from amidst the big spooky wibbly wobbly tree. And remember, we have to do 3 different little puzzle sections, combat sections, stuff like that in order to acquire it. We've done 1 so far. Now I have to figure out how the hell I get... There we go. Yeah, a lot happened in the last video. There was a lot of drama, a lot of story went down. Hopefully the other 2 are going to be just as interesting as we go touch these pieces of the old ship that crashed. I'm going to teleport to a whole new world. So last time,
a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder, the second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature. He spoke fair words. He gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
And this is a sneaky loading screen. Always the way, isn't it? Whoa. This is a change up. The burial mound looked quite similar. This is not similar. This is a whole new shebang. I'm coming, my love. Oh, hello. Weird.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken. There's no way you can fix it. What do you do now, Sen?
I do this. Oh.
It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
Okay, this is odd so far.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder.
Oh, did I miss one?
It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her sons. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, mistress of death, is not.
Is that the end? I hope that was the end of it. I keep forgetting that he doesn't echo around in my mind. He does talk from the thing. Also, we need to knock this one down and then go back to spooky version. There's a lot of puzzles like this in this game where it's kind of shifting your viewpoint and then shifting back again, kind of thing. I don't know. I know what I mean. Back to spooky, but now we can do this, you see?
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe.
It's fine. I'm dying, but it's fine. Hello?
Dillian. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go.
Alright.
Before he disappears. Dillian, don't leave. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark.
Shut up.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the glow. explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark
I
world.
did it right.
He's gone to the dark
Will you get out of my ear, love? Right, that door should now be open. Let's go back round.
world without you.
The dark world. Okay, let's go back.
Remember, Dillian.
I suspect very bad things happened to Baldur after Hades got involved. The old rascal that he is. There we go. I think the game can be a... Oh. Okay. Oh, did I have to open this from the other side in the light world? Oh, no, sweet. There we go.
There he is. Where are you taking us?
He's up there. There's a way. There is a way up there. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Just like it strangled him.
Damn. Okay, I mean, I know what to do with this, but... Do you need me at a specific angle, or... What's the dealio? Last time I just kind of stared at it. I have to be far away. It's not always obvious, really, what the game wants you to do.
She knew best.
Which is fine.
She thought she had light within her when she was young.
There we go.
She is pure.
Oh, right. Okay, I can sing. Yeah, that makes sense. They're getting a little bit more aggressive, I've got to say. The hens at the back of my mind. They're getting a little bit edgy with me.
The curse.
And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess.
Years had passed since she left her
Oh.
father.
Oops.
She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past,
Was it worth it?
and Dillian,
Alive and Dillian's dead.
a future,
Deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
two realities tearing at her soul.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept.
Father, when you had the chance.
Why have you stopped talking?
Love has tortured you, and it tortures Dillian.
Is that the... Looks like it, doesn't it? That, That's got to be the arrow, right? No? It's gotta be. Surely.
He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him?
I refuse to believe that's not the arrow.
He saved you. He saved you.
Loves you.
You owe him. His love keeps you strong.
I suppose.
What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she.
They mean nothing.
Didn't believe that she was special. He saved you.
Aha! Aha!
The gods are just.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Oh. Whoops. Oh, hello.
Wasting your time. Have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms mean nothing. You had the love difficult trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall. What if these trials mean nothing
So, does opening this door open it in...
at you?
Oh, okay. No, okay, got it. Never mind, whoops.
You're letting this get in the way.
If they are just to tire you,
I think.
to make you weak
Let's go find out.
before the battle.
No, that door is now open. I think I need to come through in the dark mode though. The problem is there's no wall here essentially. But in this mode we can take this off and open the door. For some reason I just didn't try the doors. They looked barred. I did walk up to a couple of them and hit A, but clearly I wasn't pressing it in the right place or
He was
something.
the only one that really loved her.
He did love her.
Of course he did. I'm adorable.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
The change in tone is dramatic. Do you remember how much he loved you? Do you remember him whispering in your ear? Instantly. Finally. Making progress.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
I didn't kill him with my love. Although that doesn't sound like a bad way to go.
He was kind to her.
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work? You keep saying
It's interesting. If the third one of these is also like this, remember this is another one without combat, basically.
don't actually make sense.
If the third one is like this, then by the time we finish, we're talking about an hour and a half with no combat
Are playing with you.
in the game. I've not killed anything in 50 minutes or so.
Your curse has
Well,
played Dillian.
Which is pretty crazy when you think about it.
This language you don't understand.
Sinbad was
Dillian! I'm coming, my love.
so quicker.
I can't run quicker. I'm holding LB as fast as I can. I suspect I need to go back now. Oh, oh no.
Dillian!
Just casually walk across that really thin beam in front of you, my love. It's fine.
Be quick.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, had to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful. You've come this far, don't let him slip away. It's a narrow bridge, and there's a long way to fall.
Well done, Senua. Well done. I really thought she was going to fall. I really did. Dillian! Dillian!
No! It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea.
Oh no.
He's come to the water.
Right, second one done, I guess.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I know.
Okay, but no harm, Dillian. You're not the one living.
I fought the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
You're not the one living. Jesus, with like crippling psychosis. To say, oh, this is part of who you are, makes you special, and part of why I love you, is kind of a dick move.
What if this is the end? It's just a trick.
I mean, you can accept someone's,
You've been fooled before. You could.
Faults. Well, not even. I don't want to call it a fault. Just you accept someone for who they are if you love them, right? You accept every part of them, even the stuff they don't view as a good thing, right? That's part of it. But if it's something that causes them literal torment and they have a way to fix it, you don't then go, oh, but it makes you special. Oh, Dylan, you're a dick. I've decided. Dickian, that's his name.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Imagine only 100 dying from a plague. I was actually reading a book at the moment called The Great Mortality.
Don't like it. This place.
It's just about the plague.
What is this
It's very interesting.
It's creepy.
I wonder, do you always do these in the same order? Obviously each one is leading me to a specific one, but it wouldn't be that difficult to make it so that you always see the same order of the three, basically.
This has to be wrong. This place stinks. There he is. There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
This looks nice. I feel like I'm shrekking it up here.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water... She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
To the house. You have to find Dillion.
Okay. Come on, Bridge. How do I get you sorted? It's literally just about finding the right angle.
Now you have to find him.
Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
I've got to be honest. I wish they'd come up with something a little different puzzle-wise. I feel like we've done the same puzzle about 20 different times. It's always slightly different visually. Very slightly. But that's about it. This is not enjoyable. This is stupid. But more the, you know, looking through an arch, looking through a gate, looking through just looking through a face. Just all about viewing the world from different perspectives. Not that that isn't a, you know, pretty relevant metaphor for what Senua goes through, but there needed to be something a little bit more, in my opinion. This is just annoying. I know what I'm trying to do, but I don't know how to do it. Maybe I'm meant to be in the other viewpoint. Maybe. Okay. I suspect you have to do it in... Oh, hello. Oh. Hello. Interesting.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
I don't see how I've missed 4. Okay, we're going to end it there. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I'll figure it out, and we will push on before the next video. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you lovely folks next time. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye.